Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, January 14th, getting ready to head into a long weekend. Monday, markets are closed in observance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So we will not be here, and we will be back on Tuesday. All right, taking a look here, we had bank earnings out this morning. We had JPM, Citibank, and Wells Fargo. Although they put up some pretty decent numbers, the Dow is looking to open up down about 216, the S&P down 29, about 29. Even oil pulling back a little bit while gold is spiking a bit here. But here's what we look like on the S&P futures. You can see this shorter term trend line, which still goes back to October, so not like this trend line super long. Here, this one, we've used it and it looks like we're coming right back into it here this morning. All right, and we are below those major moving averages. So, keep an eye on that. Cash is a great position, and if the market isn't giving a clear direction, then don't trade it. Don't try and force your feeling on the market because, to be honest, it just does not care. All right, let's take a quick look at oil because I do have some oil plays in here. We are off of the overnight highs, but we're definitely holding on to some support right here. We're above that support, and energy oil in particular has performed very well, so we're going to have a few of those on the list here. And then real quick, I just want to touch on IBM. I had several questions about IBM. I have held on to it. I talked about it yesterday, even though I wasn't around very much. Today, we're inside yesterday's candle, but after some news, it got that big sell-off, fought way back up. That's a big move. We do have earnings coming up, so I can't stay in this too long. But yesterday, we did confirm that our 3 is just touching the 8 there, and we're going to come in and sit right inside of this here for today. So I'm going to give it, through the day and see how I like it going into next week if I want to hold on to it for that extra few days. Okay. But let's hop on over to some of those trades, and I'm going to start with VLO. So if you don't like the oil plays I pick that are energy plays, that's fine. Go ahead and take a look. A lot of them look very similar. Big march up. We've taken a few days pause here and there, and that's really what this is. We took a little bit of a pause, a little bit less volume. We do have earnings coming up for a catalyst, looking for this to push right back up here today, and I like the 85s. Now, I did choose the March, but you can certainly take the February's or whichever strike you wish. I'm just telling you where I kind of like it, and I would still play it out a bit there. Again, we do have earnings coming up on the 27th, so I like VLO, and I like that above 85, or an opening range break would work just fine with a stop right there around 83. So playing in the even bigger names, Chevron here took a 2-day break. We can kind of see we've done that here before. Did that, looks pretty orderly. We pulled back just a little bit on volume. Our volume has been higher, increase, throughout this climb. This too has earnings coming up, sticking with the 318 125s, and I like this at an entry at or above 127.15 or an opening range break, and my stop down at 125.70. Or you know what, all of these can be day trades. Day trading right now is a great way to play it. Okay, just kind of moving around in some different sectors. Progressive, like this little flag kind of consolidation that we have going here. It's pretty choppy, so keep that in mind, but we're holding on to that 3 pretty nicely. We've decreased our volume from the big push up. We do have earnings coming up, so again, got to keep that in mind. These, I'm going with the February 18th. There aren't any in March, so I'm going with the February 18th 105 or 110 call. I kind of lean a little bit towards staying a little bit more in the money, but both of those will work because the entry is at one. Both of those will be in the money if you wait for the entry at 110.10, which is kind of where I'm looking, with a stop at 107.90. And again, and we're between 2 monthly pivot points here, so that's a nice little look as we again get ready for some earnings. Lots of earnings coming out, so be sure to check Earnings Whisper or whatever earnings calendar site that you like. Be sure to check it and make sure you know before you get in and then not hold through it. There are no accidents holding through it. If I hear that one more time, I accidentally held in. No, that was ignorance. You held it and you could have checked. So, okay, Viacom. Here, this one, I thought maybe it would play out a little bit different and maybe give us an inverse head and shoulders. Did not do that. But this definitely a trend change here. And very sloppy, but I like the continued move up. You know, you can see you have this real steep curve here of the 200. Now it's starting to flatten out a little bit. We took a little bit of a break here, even though we had green candles, not a lot of movement. But yesterday we came in, we put in a very long leg doji here with some extra volume, so I like the look of that for continuation today. I like the Viacom 35 call. Now that is in the money because I'm looking for an entry around 36.20, definitely above that 36, and stop around 35.30. Keeping that one a little bit tighter simply because it is below the 200 and can really eat your lunch if you're not paying attention. So Viacom. All right, and a little bit safer play. We talk about some of these. P&G, a little bit more defensive. I like this. So we've had this beautiful march up, took a break, right, put in highs, came back in, and now you can see a nice clear level of support here. Our volume is not increasing on it. Now we do have earnings coming up next week, so this would only be maybe a day trade or an overnight into Tuesday. But the 155 here on PG, I like that. I picked these in February as well, the 218, 155. My entry would be right around 159.40. I would stop around 157.75. And again, just looks to be consolidating right here below those moving averages, but caught the 35. So overall, I like the look there. There are a few others that I like. Deer up, consolidating. Just didn't really like any of their options here for today, but love this look. Right, clearly broke the downtrend. Moved up, consolidating, so watch for now a break of this trend line. Like that a lot. Can't look at deer and not look at cat. So cat, very similar look, except they actually took a little bit bigger of a move yesterday. Earnings are coming up on these guys. Of course, kind of like everything else, earnings are coming up, but we even broke this maybe a little bit shorter term. So keep a watch on this for a continued, or another breakout, I guess, because we had one yesterday. Watch for another breakout there. Honeywell, right? We poked up above. This came up on the 200 scan. It poked up above before closing down. A move back up above that 200 and a close above that 200 in Honeywell looks very good too. So, okay, that is it for me this morning. If you have any questions, HeatherC@GivingTreeTrading.com, and I hope to see you soon.